What's up, everybody? What's happening, people? It's Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist and creative lifestyle organization. Welcome to another live. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? So, hold on. Let me get my settings right before we really get to chatting it up and things. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make this thing right here. Gotta make this thing right. All right, here we go. Now we talking. Let's get it all the way right up in here. Again, I'm Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Welcome to another one. We are a 501c3 nonprofit arts and creative lifestyle organization based in cloudy Atlanta, Georgia, the metro area, out here, right here. You go getting cloudy like this, all this cloudy weather stuff, it makes me just more contemplative than normal and very just like, I don't want to do shit. But I'm still productive. I'm just like, but it's not like me to not want to be active. Like I had to make myself get down, do some push-ups today, probably do some more when I get home, but I did at least 30, you know what I'm saying? For me, that's like one rep. If it's, typical day, that's just like a rep right there. But yeah, I be trying to get it in on the regular. I try to make sure I do my push-ups every day, if not every other day, I want to start doing sit-ups the same. Anybody else hate sit-ups? I hate doing sit-ups, but they do work. I mean, you got to keep that core tight. The muscles will be right. That a misconception about it that a lot of fitness people will tell you real quick. You don't lose the fat from doing the exercise. You lose the fat in the kitchen. That's so real. And like until you change and figure out the perfect diet for you, and notice how I said that. There's no universal diet for everybody to lose weight and have a perfect weight and muscle fat ratio and all that other stuff. It's really all about what you're eating and how you're eating and the time you eat and how much and sugar intake and starch, carbs, all that stuff. All of that is very real to the equation. And for me personally, I know when I got to a point where I could really maintain my weight as an older man was when I realized, from the health thing I went through a few years ago that I've talked about publicly. I've shared it because I want to help other people who might ever go through that, not to go through that. So I did a video about this whole low oxalate diet thing that I have to be on. And it actually helped me maintain my weight. It's like I realized that this is how I should have been always eating. But, unfortunately, we live in a society and a world where, especially in America, so many people everything's a trend and dieting is a trend. So people go through waves of certain diets, and when they selling a concept of a diet, whoever's, trying to be the head of that forefront, it becomes a whole system of how they want everybody to eat. But that's so not real. That's not realistic. The genealogical pool of each of us as individuals is so unique and so diverse. Keyword diverse. So whatever you're eating doesn't necessarily, some of what you're eating might be in tune with your natural genetics, and other stuff might be so far off. And then we always pay the price at some point in life. You're gonna deal with what you've been doing for the long haul, you know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is. You got to know that that's the way it goes, though, so that you don't get caught up when people go through these little trends and everybody trying to get everybody to go vegan, or everybody trying to get everybody to be paleo diet, or everybody trying to get everybody. And everybody is always just a few people that start pushing it, and if it gets popular enough, everybody try it, everybody do it. But it's just not realistic. It's like this stuff don't go with everybody's diet. Everybody can't eat certain things that are healthy for some diets. If you're on the low oxalate diet, spinach is not your friend. But for years, I had made myself fall in love with. I went from hating spinach as a kid to loving spinach as a young adult into adulthood, 20s and 30s. And by the time I got to the end of my middle of my 30s, somewhere in there, or maybe late 30s, I think it was late 30s. And I started realizing I had this situation. I said, oh, snap. And then I still didn't understand it completely until a second bout with the drama. Yeah. And that was it. That's when I read hardcore about finding out what is it that works and what doesn't work for me. I started having to drop a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of old friends in the diet pyramid, you know what I mean? Potatoes had to go. Every kind of potato had to go because they super high in oxalates for me. I can't do it. Never did really care that much for almonds, but they completely got nixed. Okay, I loved all the other main, certain tree nuts that people love. Walnuts, because people be talking about peanuts. That's actually a legume. That's actually a bean. It's not a nut. If it doesn't grow on a tree, it's not a nut. But anyway, cashews, pecans, walnuts. Oh my gosh, loved all that. Now it's like I could probably do 5 or 4 pecans in a day, and better chase it with a block of cheese or something with calcium in it to get that mess out of my system. What's bad about it? Because everything else is good. It's real, y'all. It's real. But anyway, we ain't gonna dwell on that. I just thought I don't know why I went on that first, but this is gonna be one of them days where I'm kind of random with it. I'm just kind of shooting the breeze with y'all today. I don't have a lot of set topics, so I'm gonna be just going through them as they come to me. One thing I definitely want to promote. Here we go. I talked about this yesterday, and I think I did the whole live about this yesterday because I went live here and I went live on Fanbase, which, by the way, you need to check us out on Fanbase. Again, at ONYXCON, just like here. But on Fanbase, it's a social media platform. If you're not familiar with Fanbase, get used to it. Get the name in your head, hear it more, and appreciate it. Matter of fact, I'll probably go live over there after I get finished here because I've been trying to do that every day. And I'm not getting a lot of results because it's like literally being at the pioneering stages of the next greatest social media platform. That's what I call Fanbase. And that's what a lot of people are calling Fanbase. People who are investing in it, they got over 17 million. Yeah, you heard the word million, 17 million invested in it from people who have part ownership because they're selling stock in their company. And at the head of the day is the CEO, Mr. Isaac Hayes III, son of the legend Isaac Hayes. Yes, the R&B soul classic 70s phenomenon. The man, his son, is enterprising and created this thing. And it's actually based somewhere here in Atlanta. And I always say, once I found that out, it's just destiny. I got to meet that brother someday. We're going to meet up somewhere. We're going to connect. We're going to do something with ONYXCON special or some kind of fan-based ONYXCON Connect. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm claiming it. I just know it's meant to be when I found out he was here. But yeah, he's a very, and man, he went through some stuff recently. I said, man, I tell you, as soon as you start really rising, the BS going to hit the fan. He put up something on his, because he still is on Instagram. And he was inspired by Instagram to create Fanbase. He basically modeled it after Instagram to be an alternative to when Instagram be tripping and censoring and shadow banning and all this other nonsense. And he just had a better idea of a concept of what kind of app that could be. And so he got with some tech expertise people who know how to do that part of it. And he had the business insight. And here we are. We got Fanbase. But he went through something recently. He lives somewhere in some fancy, rich, gated community in Atlanta. In the metro, I always say in the metro because I know when people say in Atlanta, they don't really be meaning the city. Not for what I saw in this video, and I understand that because I live in the metro. The metro is the sprawl, the outer limits, the everything that still connects to the core. So just like if you're in LA and you don't live in downtown in LA, but you live in, Altadena. People talking about Altadena on the news with the fires. And shout out to all my people in Altadena and everybody who survived that and is rebuilding. And condolences to those who we lost because that thing was, and it's still simmering. It's like people think it's over. No, it's still ablaze in its own way. It ain't as bad as it was. I guess they've contained enough of it. But anyway, man, I tell you, crazy. But just like how Altadena is to LA, that's how you could imagine parts of the metro area. Like when you say Atlanta, it's a lot of places. So anyway, he was outside of his own house. Wasn't even outside the house. He was trying to get into not trying to even get in. He was getting in the gate of his community, and some drunk white woman is just standing outside flailing her arms, and he stopped to check, and it was like, I thought to myself, when he talked about what he was thinking when he did this, I said, man, it's always, sometimes you just can't be nice. You can't be the good Samaritan sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta act like you don't see what you see and keep moving. But he just wondered if the woman needed some help. He could tell something was wrong. So he stops to, roll down his window, and she starts cussing at him, talking about, what are you doing here? You don't even live here. She got the horrible extra country accent to stereotype it worse, because that's not always the case. There's plenty of good-hearted country folk that they just sound like that, but they ain't racist. But I tell you what, boy, I tell you, from the history of being in the South, you hear that and you start to wonder who you gonna deal with. You know what I mean? And so she was yapping her mess, and you could tell she was totally inebriated. She just was drunk as shit. And he really had mercy on her, because he could have cussed that trick out and kept moving. But he was like, ma'am, I live here. You don't live here? Hell, you live here. What are you talking about? You don't live here. Oh, my God. She was really on. Oh, man. I don't know. Really bad, really bad, really bad. So, stuff's still happening, man. All kind of crazy stuff that you don't even hear about in the mainstream news. But, yeah, that. But like I say, more important on the positive side of what he is, and what he's here to do, and what he's doing, check out Fanbase. We support Fanbase. ONYXCON for Fanbase all day, all right? We rocking with them. So on another note, back to more Instagram news. We are building, and we have now a new platform on Instagram in the name of ONYXCON. All right? I call it the pantheon of ONYXCON right now. I like that word. It's a pantheon. You understand what I'm saying? And if you think about pantheons and the concept of that in spirituality, you have gods and goddesses and other forms of deities and things, and it creates a pantheon, right? So you got the creator, okay, the omnipotent ONYXCON, okay, that's just at ONYXCON, right? That's just it just is. It's bigger than pronouns, all right? It just is. You feel me? So we ain't gonna make it a god or a goddess. It just is. It's the O. That's the form. It's the O. So we got at ONYXCON. Then we got at ONYXCON rides. I guess if you had to give it an energy, you could kind of say that one is. You could say it's fraternal and maternal. You know what I mean? It's God and goddess on rides, because there's a lot of ladies like fly rides and cool cars and bikes and stuff. And then we don't limit it to just cars, bikes, and trucks and stuff. We'll show everything that's mobile. It could be boats. It could be trains. It could be robots. It could be anything that gets your mind thinking, whether in reality or fantasy, or what is out there, what has been, and what is possible. And that goes for all of ONYXCON. We always dealing with Sankofa. Go back and fetch it. That's what that means. That's an Adinkra symbol from the Akan, the Ghanaian Ashanti peoples of West Africa. And in this month of all months, February, Black History Month, we especially salute that energy. Sankofa is always on the map. You know what? That just got me thinking, ooh, don't let me have to mess around and start a whole nother page. But ONYXCON Sankofa is all about history. And I've often said, we don't just wait for February. We celebrate 24/7, 365. I'm going to mess around here. I might mess around here and start a whole nother page. I have 8 pages, because I got 7 pages on Instagram, literally now, because of this new page I'm about to tell y'all about. But I could do a separate page for ONYXCON Sankofa. I'm just in the state of mind right about now in life where good ideas come to me. The first thing I say is, if not, why not? And if there's not enough reason to say not, then I might mess around and do that, because it would be good to have a page where, see what it is, I need people to run these pages for me. That's where I'm at. I'm at a stage where I love posting, but I need assistance. And I have people who contribute. I have my contributors. I got like 2 really strong contributors. Shout out to Zeno Bathroom, my homie, the DJ. You know what I'm saying? Forever and a day, my good friend from Mobile, Alabama, been in Atlanta for a long, long time, so he claimed the A for showing he can. He's certified, you know what I'm saying? And then born and raised like me, one of my homies all the way back to middle school, Sherwin Brown, he from the A, you know, he be sending me stuff. So between them two and a few other people, a handful of other people that shoot me stuff every now and then. But those two, they like daily. They always, we share each other stuff. Like, man, you seen this? Check this out, man. Check this out. And I get a lot of good, you know, content suggestions from them. Sometimes it may not be stuff that I feel like I want to post at that time. Maybe the temperature ain't right. You know, you got to check the temperature on social media. Sometimes ain't the time for certain posts. At least that's how I post responsibly. I try to be like, okay, I'll save this one for us. Or some just never going to see the light off on my page. I'm not going to relate on anything ONYXCON because it may not fit. But most of what they send me always does. And they know what I like to share. And they into everything I'm about with ONYXCON. So it helps to have people who understand the concept and get it. You know, if you don't get it, you can't be on the team. But if you get it, work with me, you know what I mean? And they're just volunteers. By the way, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, oh man, I'm on Instagram and I love everything you're doing here and I see what you're doing there and I'm on, hell yeah, I'll send you some stuff. All you gotta do is start sending it, you know. You get perks from being that person, you know. I do another line of t-shirts or something, those two I just mentioned, they're gonna instantly have to get some shirts. And if I got some tickets to something and can spare one, that's something else I gotta tell y'all about. But unfortunately, I can only get one ticket. I don't mind. I'm happy to be in there. But side note, it's confirmed. We got that pre-screening for Captain America, Brave New World. So, yeah. A couple of days before, we're going to go check it out. We'll see it before Valentine's. And then I'll give y'all the report so y'all will know how good it is. Because I'm going to just say it's good. I ain't even there and I'm going to say it's great. But, yeah, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give y'all a full review like I tend to do. And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm just in the process of trying to find a lady worthy to be on my arm as my plus one to this thing. Because if they all get too flaky, the ladies first, always. I'm always, you know, hey, single man, straight man, I'm hollering at my ladies regular. But definitely when times like this come up. But if they flake out or they too busy or they on that BS, because it happens, it sure as hell happens out here. I swear, it's crazy. Then I just maybe give a ticket to one of my homies, send out to the homeboy, hey man, you want to go see this damn movie? Let's go, man. You better show enough appreciate it, because the only reason I even called your ass is because these women up here being flaky. Because that'd be the only damn reason. The last time I went to one of these, I went by my damn self, had a ticket, offered it to everybody. First with the ladies, of course. All them flaky. Homeboys had to work, everybody was busy. I said, man, Bubba, I'm going to see this damn movie. I don't give a sheesh, I got to go for me. And it'll be the same way this time, but I hate that. Watch it be real quick this time, I already know. It's just the right people. See, sometimes ladies be flaking themselves out. They be not looking at their DMs and stuff because they got too much BS going on in there. Because they say they don't like all this negative attention, yet they allow it. So, you know, when they feeling bad and getting their little moves about their self-esteem, they go in their DMs, little ego fit, and then they ignore them like they always do. But that shit is shallow and it starts building up. And you can get to a point where somebody send you something about some business or somebody who really does care about you, really could be a real friend in life, really could end up being a real lover, really could end up in a serious relationship. You over here, you done clogged up your damn DM with them F-boys that you say you ain't, you know, you around here singing Drake songs talking about stop being friendly to the F-boys, stop being friendly to the F-boys, but you still friendly to them. You still friendly to them. The hell, man, that's y'all problem. Y'all be out here doing too much with these. You give them a chance because you love it. Some of y'all don't even know y'all addicted to the attention. It's for real. You know what I'm saying? Hey, some of these ladies, man, some of these ladies out here, they be addicted to the attention. And to keep it fair, fellas, let's be real. We be addicted to just the presence of them, just looking at them, just seeing a beautiful woman. We addicted to that for life. If you're a straight man, that's something that don't never go off. I remember when I worked with senior citizens, if I brought them a movie to watch and there was some fine woman in it, I remember one of our favorite comedians, this older gentleman, he used to always be the funniest dude in one of my classes. He came up to me afterwards, he said, you know, man, that was a good movie, but the thing is, that lady who was in the movie, I said, yeah, Mr. Such and Such, I hear you, I know what you're about to say. I know what you're going to say, something crazy. What you going to say? No, it just, she beautiful, but, I mean, he said, you know, I can't do what I used to do. I said, what you talking about, Mr. Such and Such? Well, you know, you don't, I want it. It's like your mind, you know something should be happening, but nothing happened down there. I about died laughing like, don't do that to me. Don't give me them horrible nightmares of the future. So I don't never want to think of a day when nothing moves down there when I see something I like with these beautiful women in the world. Come on, man, don't do that to me. Yeah, get to that point. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to hear that. I don't need to know that. Oh, man. But, yo, you know, but that's leading me to the next point. I said, yeah, we're addicted to that. So the difference is, men, we admit it. We brag about it. We happily addicted. We like, yes, I love it. Love to see y'all out here looking all good. Even if you ain't my type, it's just a woman who you know ain't your type. You're like, she ain't no good for me. That ain't nothing I need to ever deal with. But to look, oh man, eye candy cavities. Eye candy cavities. You know what I'm saying? Like cavities in your eyeball from eye candy. You know what I mean? Like, all kind of spots on your eyes. Just that's nasty sounding, isn't it? But you know, you get the metaphor. I'm saying, y'all, we proud of it. The difference with women is they want to front like they not even looking or they don't care. Do all of those silly shit, and then let them mess around, and you get with somebody. Like they always make the joke. A lot of people have made this joke, and they starting to do a lot of sketches like this. I see on the comic comedians who do, you know, sketches. As soon as you get a woman, as soon as you get a girlfriend, as soon as you get a wife, all these women that ain't got no time for you, all they want to come over and be all touchy-feely and huggy and how you been, and I ain't seen you, and dragging out their words and rubbing on you and all this. Man, if you don't get the hell on, you wasn't thinking about, I couldn't even get you to respond to a freaking DM knowing I'm going to see you again because we know each other directly. We ain't just on this damn app. Did I see your ass on set or something because I'm in the film business, and now you all want to be all up on a brother because you realize I got a few more dollars than I had last time you saw me, or you know, that'd be one of the inspirations. Or, you know, you find out I got a lady and now you think, oh, wow, I slept on this one. He's worth it. Somebody took the risk. Because a lot of women, it's not everybody, but some women literally look at you like, until someone else takes the risk, I don't see the value in you. Once somebody else takes the risk of trying to get you to commit to them, and Lord forbid you have committed, then they want to test that all day because they mad as hell that they can't find somebody who would commit to them. So they're like, wait a minute. What does she have? Whoever this woman is, I don't even know, that I ain't got, that these men would commit to her. So that makes the conniving woman go stronger for you. They go stronger for you then. They all over you then. They like, oh yeah, I got to. And it's a game. It's a manipulative game for some of them because they just want to be able to say, yeah, your stuff ain't no stronger than mine. Look, I still got his nose wide open. He still would have done something. Or Lord forbid, you do cheat and do something like that. Then you really the fool. Because it all plays into the nonsense. It all plays into the mythology that there's no honest, upstanding, won't cheat, down to the fullest man. Because we exist. I be of the club. And I also be of the club that I do not commit until I am completely committed, which requires her to be the same, which requires all kinds of levels of trust and things that have to be developed over time. And most folk don't have the discipline, nor the ethics or the upbringing and pre-training for why they got to value that kind of energy between two folks calling themselves in a commitment, you know, in a real relationship. So that's why I keep it real fun, and I always say, like, now if y'all gonna use my phrase, fellas and ladies, don't be saying my stuff and don't be giving credit where credit's due. I've been saying this for years. Every woman who done dated me since my divorce will know this phrase because they know that's the Joseph That you went to the Joseph Institute, didn't you? They see them talking this, what I'm about to say, they gonna know, oh, you went to the school of higher relationshiping. Where you understand that all relationships are relationships, but there are levels. And Joseph's gonna tell you real quick, if we get to the point where we're intimate, we are now in a dress casual, situationship, circumstantialship, whatever you want to call it. Because women, see, the thing is, like I said, all relationships are relationships. If it's a relationship, it's a relationship. Okay? But the type of relationship. But with women, a lot of them just, that word, it just holds a different kind of weight. Relationship is right next door, lives right next door to love. The L word, which most men ain't got to even explain. You don't play with that. You don't say, hey, I love you. But don't you play with God? What? Don't do that. You don't play with that L, man. You don't play with that L. You don't be throwing that L around like nothing. Ask the fools who be out here with their windows busted and cars, tires slashed and all that, because again, they ain't picking the right ones either when all that be happening. Dealing with these psychomaniacs, you know. No, hell no. You better know. You better know. Don't play with the L. And like I say, L lives right next door to the R. So you almost can't say the word relationship. You can say the quote that I just said, you know, all relationships are relationships. But they still gonna be like, yeah, okay, but just don't be around here saying, so are we in a relationship? And you're like, yeah, we in a relationship. Oh! Dun dun dun! That shit. You just committed and don't even know it, and you playing with that word. Don't play with it. Don't play with them words. They live right next door to each other. So you tell them right, look, I ain't ready for all that. Until your finances is right, till your heart is right, till your mind is right, until they have been vetted and proved themselves worthy. They always putting all the pressure on men. But if you're a real man, a real good man, you know you are, you can put pressure back. It ain't just pressure. The song by my girl Ari Lennox, love her, she's off the chain. Music is crazy, love her. Pressure, you know what I'm saying? The pressure ain't just on us. You put the pressure right back on them. It need to be that way. That's how you gonna make a diamond. They say what? Coal turns into diamonds? Women always want a diamond? Yeah, right, you know. I don't give a damn about a diamond, but you know, that's that other mess been pushed into their heads. It's been pushed in their heads so strong, even if they know, they don't even, you can find a woman who be like, honestly, I prefer rubies or whatever. Okay, well, I'll get you a ruby. You better have a diamond on that ring. You know, there better be some bits of diamonds going around the ruby, you know. Shish, it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You want to find out what crazy is? Yeah, you know. Anyway, but no, y'all, for real, it's deep. So, did I even tell y'all the name of the page? I went on such a tangent. Pardon me. The name of the new page is relatable here, because it's all about the ladies. It's called ONYXCON Hotties. Yeah, ONYXCON Hotties. HOTTIEZ. HOTTIEZ. ONYXCON, all caps, one word, and then Hotties as one, you know, put it all together, at ONYXCON Hotties. As one word, you don't put no, we ain't got no underscores, no hyphen, none of that BS. We don't play all that. Just type it out like I said it, ONYXCON Hotties. All right? I want to see, like, however many people was in this live today, which usually around about 50-something to 100-something. I need y'all over there today. I want to see the number leap through the roof off of this one live, okay? Because right now we at like 22, I think, which I'm still happy about. I just started this page yesterday morning. What I'm saying, if you can get one person to watch something, today, one person joined my page, joined ONYXCON Hotties, came on board, wanted to see what it's about, liked it. You understand? So, yeah. Now, you know, we got other pages, so of course I follow from all my other pages. So if you just took off 7, that's still impressive, though. That's still, you know, over 10 plus people. And like I say, it's going to be 24 soon. And I think it's going to hit. I think it's going to take off. I know it's going to take off, because the beauty of women is the divine feminine is the ultimate human power. You know what I'm saying? We are nothing without women. We gotta love our women, fellas. We gotta. They gotta love us too. Don't get it. Hey, I'm all about the equilibrium of understanding everybody's respected position in the board of life. You know what I'm saying? But after we do our deed together, the delivery of every human being is on a woman. We gotta love our women, man, and we gotta respect them for beyond just their beauty, but we're gonna celebrate their beauty. And in celebrating their beauty, we're gonna celebrate what's them beautiful within. So the formula, I'm telling you right now how it's gonna work over there when you go over there, right? Because I made it with mostly fellas in mind, for it to be like, you know, a wonderland, a candy shop. Like I said, I candy freaking, yo, you gonna have cavities. You understand? It's the sugar shop is open. I'm telling you. And there's a lot of pages like this. What we do is theme pages on Instagram. And a theme page, like anybody else who's doing one, whether they call it that or not, I learned this phrase, and this is the market phrase. You have to learn phrases in the market. That'll take you a long way. That's how you create hashtags that give you new numbers. If you're doing something and you're talking to people, like even though this is not technically a podcast, sometimes I'll put hashtag podcast because shit, podcast is popping. And all a podcast ultimately is to most people these days is a conversation. Now this isn't technically a full conversation because there's no one talking back to me. But I know some of y'all are saying, yep, I hear you, bro. So yeah, we having a conversation, you know. Whether you watched it live or later, we having a conversation. So I can use that, and podcast is gonna bring me more views. It's real simple. It's not that the equation can get complicated if you let it be. But I'm learning with this Instagram and this YouTube and this fan base and all the things I'm on. Whatever is kicking in millions, look for the M on trends. You can deal with some 100,000s too. Never go nothing less. Every hashtag you put behind every post or in every caption needs to have a description or caption, needs to have trending hashtags that say million or no less than hundreds of thousands. You know, if you just gotta say that one phrase because it makes you feel good, you better back it up with 5 other things that are millions. Because the million is the guarantee. When you say million, that's a guarantee that somebody's gonna see this. The chance that somebody else will have already saved that under their preferences of things they want to see as a hashtag, because we all know how it works on social media where you save hashtags you like and it becomes topics that the algorithm picks up on. So every time somebody else posts something like that, they say, oh man, he talking about what? Beautiful women, the glory of women, femininity, sexiness, ladies, podcast, but use the hashtag IG model, cosplayers, all these are things you'll find when you go over to ONYXCON Hotties. You feel me? The arts in general, creatives, because we're going to celebrate all the ladies who are not just a pretty face. They do something, man. They actors, they actresses, they're visual artists, they're singers, they're dancers, they're moms, they're sisters, they're brothers, they're aunties, they're super women. You understand? Superwoman. We're going to celebrate the superwoman. And I know within that, you know, 99% of every lady that I ever post there, repost, and on this theme page, somebody I may never meet. But here's the other half. 90-something leaves, how much percent left? And it's 10%. If I said 99, it's still 1%. But that's a big 1% for the kind of the ladies, the folks I post. I post from everybody, from celebrities to folk you ain't never seen, but you gonna always be like, good gosh, shoot it. Who is that? She's gorgeous, right? Posted my homegirl today. Shout out Bethany. You'll see her when you go over there. She'd love to know I was bringing her name up in this. Cause she too busy to be, I'm teasing. You so busy, boo. She one of them busy ones, you know what I'm saying? I met Bethany one time on set. We got real cool. She gave me her Instagram, and she just stayed in touch. Like, whenever I write her in the DM, that was always the test. Because, you know, fine ones, I'm quick to test. I'm going to see if you really understand the value of a good guy following you who is not just a dude who's going to look at you for how fine you are. I might consider you for a role because I write, I produce, I act. I write, I direct, I produce, I act. Did you hear what I say? I write, I produce, and I know other men and women who write and produce and act and direct, and we doing the damn thing on every level, from the highest in Hollywood, okay, to people who are on the come up, to people who ain't all the way out in the light yet, but they already got their own light and it's shining pretty damn bright. So she seemed to understand that, and I think also she just really liked my energy and we were cool. So she responded, and I realized, okay, she's a responsive one. She really will every now and then hit you back, give you a couple of words, be real sweet about it, put some hearts on your comments when she liked what you had to say. So it's like, okay, I got a real one here. She ain't the one who just like, my butt ain't gonna never fall and my boobies gonna always sit up and I'm gonna forever look like this. I know that I'm not, there's more to life than just how I look right now, I need to make friends for real because there's other stages in life, right? So I shout out all the ones who are like that. Speak of another one, oh yes, Jessica with her fine self. Lord have mercy. Puerto Rico, oh, Puerto Rico, oh. If you know the song, that's the party jam. But she's Puerto Rican, I know that. I don't know what else she might be, but I know she's Puerto Rican. And I met her at Tuner Evo, the car show that tours out in LA. If you haven't seen that LA content, make sure you check that out here. It's some of our best and highest numbers on content. It keeps getting numbers, of course, naturally. But that's an ONYXCON hottie moment right there. You know what I'm saying? Those are ONYXCON hotties content legends. And I consider them official ONYXCON hotties because both of these ladies I'm talking about followed back. See, the follow back is everything. A lot of these women out here who, in that business of, I'm a hot girl, I'm an IG model, I make my living off of men lusting and thirsting after me and wishing they had a woman who looked like me, or maybe they do and they still just want to look at baddies all day because that's what guys love. Okay, we like looking at fine ass women, preferably in bathing suits and other forms of scantily clad loveliness. I mean, but I give a variety. I ain't gonna, trust me, you still get everything I'm talking about. The tight, the bathing suits, the everything, right? But I also will have a baddie in just like a really fly outfit, head to toe, fully covered except for her face, but she fly, man, she fly. And because we about ONYXCON style too, that's one of the other elements, that's part of the pantheon. That's another one of our pages on Instagram, ONYXCON style. So all the elements get represented. Maybe she working out, ONYXCON fitness. You know what I'm saying? These women don't look like that for no reason. They be in the gym daily. If they ain't in the gym, they walking, they running, they hiking, they doing something. Some of them got the nerve to have kids and still be that fine. Two I just mentioned, they have their mothers and they look amazing. Now I know there's a fact of, had work done and all that. Yeah, most of what you're looking at out there is filtered up and Botoxed up and everything else up. But I done learned even with that it is a thing to keep in mind because, what you're looking at ain't necessarily what things look like in real life. But I can tell you from experience, the two I just mentioned, they look exactly like they pictures. Even if something has been, pushed up or blown up or whatever. I'm not saying that's y'all, ladies. I'm not saying y'all did anything. I don't know. For all I know, you're both natural, completely natural. But whatever it is, it all looks, I just want them to know you look like your pictures. And they ain't the only ones I know like that. Shout out to Tierra Bree too. Shout out Bree. What's up, Bree? What's up, Bree? That's my boo from way back, man. Me and Bree, we met on set playing spades, waiting and holding, doing background on some show. I can't even remember the name of the show. And she was so damn funny, hilarious. I can't remember if she was born there, but I know she grew up in Jacksonville. So we started talking a little bit about that because I got family down there in Florida, Jacksonville. She cool as hell though. And she wasn't from no hood in Jacksonville. She's from a nice area, but she know about everything. She just one of them real savvy folk that know how to get around and deal with anybody. Got good rapport, good energy, total sweetheart. I did an interview with her for ONYXCON many years ago. She came on and cosplay. That blew my mind because I told her I'd love it if she did it, but I know how much effort it takes to get in the outfit and put on the makeup and all the other stuff. I was like, just look cute, baby. Whatever you do will be good enough for my folk, and I'll be happy. She came on, she had on the doggone Mortal Kombat Melina suit. I was like, woo! Oh, and when I tell you that chocolate is popping. Oh yeah, this is a beautiful black woman here. Shout out to Tiara, that's my girl right there. Tiara Bree cosplay, check her out. Tiara Bree, Bree cosplay, check out Tiara Bree. Tell her I sent you too, that's my baby. I ain't seen Bree in years, but she overdue for a real good bear hug when I see her. Cause she, again, a sweetie who always understands. Yeah, dudes we be loving y'all for wanting the other thought in our head. Oh man, if I ever got the chance. Yeah, but guess what? Everybody ain't gonna be somebody you smash, fellas. This is for my young bucks out there who all they know is smash this, smash that. Look, man, grow up and be like this. Let me tell y'all a little game for real. This ain't even game. This is just truth. Ain't got time for games, okay? Listen to Silver Fox. Let me give you some realness. Your carnal nature gonna always want you to lead with that other head, but let this head always be in charge. You understand? Let that head always be in charge. Let your real brain be in charge. You feel me? Because if you know how it really works, if you really truly have a friendship and you show respect and you got to be genuine in that. You can't be faking the funk just to get to some draws. That ain't it. I'm talking about you really do respect women. You got to respect women, first of all. Now, if you got a problem with that, you need to go do some therapy and all that and then come back to this next step. But once you done that, you know who the hell you are and you know that you wouldn't be without a lady and you respect women, okay? And you done worked out your personal traumas, whatever you got going on, different messed up ways of looking at things, whatever. And keep the door open because there's a learning curve. It never ends. No matter how much you know, you still can learn more. But once you get to that comfortable space, right, just make sure that you focus on making sure this person understands if you really do want to, know that you got a friend and you know that this person could possibly do business with you if you were networking. Because in a way, at the end of the day, that's what it all is for this. I'm helping these ladies push their business. Every lady I just mentioned does calendars with the centerfold type pinup shots and stuff and the sexy photos. They always shooting with another photographer and doing them professional shots, where they got to get the lighting in there. It's a real production. This is work. This is money exchange. This is them having to pay a photographer, or a photographer might even pay them because he gonna sell some pictures or whatever they work out, how they live that life. Then you got the ones that are guests at some special event and they do the hostess thing. You know what I mean? You got a lot of that going on, right? And so, so it goes and it goes and it goes. But the point is, a lot of folks who are genuine and they can read that about you, they really will follow up. Like, you got to understand, when I mentioned, Jess, this woman don't need to give nothing without no thousands on it a chance. Because she already got hundreds of thousands. But she's humble enough and real enough to know, at least this is my interpretation of her actions, to know, if I treat everybody like they already got 1 million followers, they'll get me 1 million more. It's all in how you approach them. I never come disrespectful. I might be flirty enough for them to know, hey, it ought to go without saying, you can get it, right? All that old stuff. But first thing I check for is like, do you have a man? In the case of Jess, she got a man. So I'll playfully flirt with you, but do not take none of my stuff serious because I'm not going to cross the line. I respect that. I would not want to be him because I know how much he's stressed all the time. Even if he act like he cool, man, a woman that fine, you got to think, goddamn, how many dudes come at her every day that he don't even know are coming at her? You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of pressure. That is a hell of a lot. And I've been in them shoes. I've been with a woman who gets that kind of attention. But you got to know that your lady got you and she going to hold you down. If you got a woman who's like that, you ain't got to worry about that. Because all she going to do when that kind of stuff happens, you cross that line of too much, she going to either let you know or she going to get quiet like, okay, you're doing too much. And you got to read the room like, oh yeah, okay, I'm sorry. You're just so beautiful. I know, I get it all day and I appreciate it. Like the real one going to keep saying thank you every time you give her a compliment. She understands what that is to us and how it drives me crazy. And she's betting on that. That's how she's making her living. Straight up. That is how she's constantly not worried every time she posts a picture that she gonna get enough views to pay the rent. She gonna get enough subscriptions or whatever she's doing with social media to pay the rent, pay the mortgage, pay whatever, get her groceries. She's chilling off of that bet that you still think she's beautiful. So they love to hear that. They'll never get tired of hearing that. They may get a little tired of it when it comes to certain kind of opportunities. It's like, yo, okay, this requires more than just how I look. Can you respect that I also have a brain and I'm thinking and I do other stuff? So if you that guy who can show that you really do, like I said, he's got to be genuine. See, if you just, oh, I think I could act like I care, but I don't really care. Tell you something. You're doing yourself a disservice for even to be that way. Because if you ever did get a chance to get to the good, I'm going to tell you something. Because I've had women who just wanted me for that reason. And it was just that shallow when it went down. And it left me like, whoa, I see what folk talking about. See, a lot of guys ain't really, they either so hurt and so jaded from, parental problems growing up or first relationships. They think they normalize that kind of stuff. So to them, a good sensual experience is any sensual experience. No matter how short, no matter how drunk they were, no matter how high they were, and all this other whack ass stuff that they can't even feel the moment and all that stuff. So, and they almost want it that way because they don't want any real emotion involved. They don't want to know if they were serious or not. Like, I can't remember. I was under this and I was under that and she was on one and we were both. So I don't know if I liked it or not, but all I can say is I know I did it. And they want to be able to just point to somebody and say, I check that off. That's me. I did that. And everybody, ooh, wow, you got her. So freaking what? If you didn't enjoy it, she didn't enjoy it. Neither one of y'all know each other worth a damn. You don't have no kind of bond. She don't never need to see you or want to see you again. You okay with that, even though you really do want to come back? Because, as soon as you get into a drought again, you're like, man, that's crazy. I had that and I can't even get back to it. Yeah, because you kept it so shallow. Ain't nothing there between you and that person. You ain't got nothing. You got to have something to really stand on, man. She got to look back and say, damn, I got all these fake friends, but that one dude, he said he was going to do this for me and he did it. And it didn't have nothing to do with sex. He just really wanted to help me. Yeah. Because I know what it feels like, too, to be an artist and be wondering about your rent and wondering about that next gig and whether or not these people are going to sign off on it and get you official so you can not have to worry about the next bill or whatever. I know that feeling. I live that reality now sometimes. So when you have that kind of respect for life and how tough it can be, and you meet a lady who is doing that in her own way, and you create something where, my repost could literally get this person 200 new followers. And she doesn't sleep on our friendship. She doesn't treat me like she's never met me in life once I get in touch with her and say, hey, remember me? And she put the little heart emojis like, yeah. Even if she might not exactly remember you because it's just that many dudes that constantly come at her. But then I'm smart about it. I send reminders. Like if you did some content with me on YouTube, I send them a picture. I send them, hey, this was the video we did. And then they really get excited because they remember. And they be like, oh my gosh, it's you. And if you were really nice, they're like, hey, like, yeah, boo, I know you. That's what time it is. Now you got somebody who, yeah, it feels good, man, when you can at least say, I can get away with saying boo and what's up, sweetheart, and all those kind of words to a lady that's that fine. And she ain't gonna deny it because she knows my heart is good. I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm not trying to cross no lines. You know what I'm saying? If you got a man, I ain't pushing up on that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna keep the little flavor sprinkled words to a minimum because I know that's in your life. But now if you single, oh, I'm a baby. Thing ran hot and it cut off like it always does. And it don't even make no sense. You see how cloudy it is. You can see the sky behind me in the windows. It's not a hot day. It's like freaking, and I ain't got no air on in the car, or at least I didn't have none on. Now I got the cool air on, trying to cool off the phone, but it's 75 degrees outside, y'all. 75 degrees in February. Shit, man. Anyway, let's go. So, as I was saying before I was so technologically interrupted, yeah, it would behoove you, my favorite word, one of many. It would behoove you. When folks say, focus on the friendship, it's real, man. Make a friend. And there's different levels to friendships, just like there's different levels to relationships. Just have a boo thing, that ain't a boo-boo. There's the double boo, there's the show enough boo. Like, that's my boo, that's my baby, that's my girl, that's my woman, that's my lady. We kicking it. We get, then she become bae, okay, now you're in a relationship. That's like that. That's what that slang says to me. oh, that's bae, like that bae for it. But then there's levels to bae. You got play bae, like playful bae, like she the bae of baes and my play baes. I got a lot of them on set. Like if I walk on a set and I see women I done worked with before that I know I can get that good tight hug, cause we done laughed together and went through some crazy stuff on set together, and she know that's my homie, you know. And it's gonna be some good hugs, fellas. It ain't gonna be them church hugs. It's gonna be them bring it in. Ooh, yeah, rub my back too. Yes, baby, come on. Hold on, you need me to tighten up the muscle? Ooh, she like it. Oh yeah. She's like, that's good. Okay, you want me? Hold on, let me crack your back. Oh, Joseph, yeah, I know. You're so damn crazy. Ooh, you been working out? Yeah, baby. Just for you. You know, one of them. One of them, you know. Yeah, I got a lot of them like that. But the thing is about a lot of them women, I'll be real. Some of them single and mad and miserable, and their situation be all weird. They tend to be the fine mamas, you know, with all kind of messy situations. Some of them not. Some of them so depressed they don't want to be in nothing with nobody, so they'll laugh with you, talk with you, go out with you, they'd hang with you. But you gotta be careful with them. They want you. They want to do some things, but they gonna tell they don't I don't want to be in nothing no more. I'm tired of these men. And they want to just keep it in the friendship because they're afraid of that part of themselves that would love to cross the line. But they saying, nope, no, I don't want nobody else to hurt me. I've been hurt so much that I don't want to love again. I don't want to be in nothing again. I don't want to have no kind of feelings. Just be a friend and just keep it moving. Just make me laugh when I see you, and then that's it. There's a lot of them like that. But what be sad to me about some of the ones that are like that, not all, some of the ones that's like that, let them get in they getting, you know, birds of a feather be flocking together. Let them get with their girlfriends. They be like, girl, I'm so tired of this. These men this men that. Let's go on a girls trip. And we all know the things that can happen on girls trips. But what always blows my mind about that is you get on a girls trip and you've been saying, like, it go back to it's like the, oh man, what's his name? I see his face. What's the comedian? Damn. Oh snap, it's gonna come to me. Anyway, this comedian, he made this joke, man. I want to give him credit. I gotta say the name. My brother who be doing the damn Old Spice commercials with the curly hair, who's crazy as hell from Chicago, was in Barbershop. Oh, that fool. Oh, that brother. I met him, man. He's cool as shit. Met him one time. Took a picture with him. Real cool. Oh, dang. It's gonna eat me up if I don't say the name. He was on Blackish. Had a major character on that. This gonna make me literally cut this off so I can go find the brother's name and give him credit. Hold on. All right, y'all. I got that sauce. I got the sauce. All right, y'all. I got that sauce. I got the sauce. I'm gonna get it right. I had to make sure it's right. I can't be out here not giving credit when I try to tell these jokes without them being quotes anyway, but just alluding to the joke. Dion Cole. That's what I was trying to say. Dion Cole. Shout out Dion Cole. Dion Cole's so cool, man. One time he made fun of Tyrese Gibson and how Tyrese will go live and be doing these morbid, moody. Because Tyrese, you know, I like Tyrese too. I respect Tyrese as an actor, especially, and a singer. He's a bad boy. Tyrese, he's very talented, my brother. He's very, very talented, and he gets enough of the credit he deserves, but almost not enough of what he deserves. Because I've seen him do some stuff in acting, and I don't never hear nobody talk about them movies. They always talk about the goofy character and, you know, Fast and Furious and all that. But what's that movie? It's when he was young in his early career as an actor, Annapolis, I think it is, about the military academy. Go watch that movie with Tyrese Gibson and tell me he ain't no real actor. I mean, you can't say that no way. You can hold your mouth. But a lot of people don't know because all they know is Fast and Furious. And then they know he sings. And then that's it. And sad. Or they know Baby Boy. Like, you know, folk who stuck on ghetto stuff, you know, black hood movies. All they know is, oh, that Baby Boy. That's all they know. Which is still a great movie. Baby Boy was still very heavy in its own right. I like the movie Baby Boy. I ain't like the person, oh, Baby Boy's on, I gotta watch that again for the 5,000th time. No, hell no. Sitting around watching that depressing ghetto ass shit. I mean, love Taraji, love him. They both acted their asses off in it. Did a hell of a movie, and John Singleton forever. It's legendary. But it's so damn reality. It's so real for some people that live that way and treat each other that way and do all that stuff. I don't need to see that much of that kind of nonsense and start acting like I'm really gonna relate. I mean, like I always tell y'all, not for the culture, for the cultures. Because there's a lot of Mountain Baby where I understand. No people got friends for come from all that. Women I've dated who come from that kind of stuff. Every kind of character in the movie, I know in one way or another. But then there's my life and what I've been through and what I really am. Not just where I've been and who I've experienced, who I am. And I don't see myself on that screen. I do not. I ain't the damn baby, but you'd have to go back to Boys in the Hood and get my man Lawrence Fishburne as the dad. Now, that's about as close as you would get to me. That's about as, yeah. Let's start with Furious Styles. What a name. I love that character. Furious Styles. John was playing with y'all. He was like, I'm gonna be like a rapper with this. I'm gonna be like a jazz rapper name with this brother. I'm gonna give him the coolest freaking name ever. Furious Styles. That's hard. Yeah, man, that's more me right there. And you could sprinkle in a little bit of Fudge, Ice Cube's character from High Learning. Yeah, you could definitely put that up in there too. And Fishburne's character from High Learning, because that was like an extension of another level of the same kind of energy with a whole different character as a professor. Yeah, get them like that, and you starting to work around my range of cultures. You had to mix the pot right. If you ain't making that gumbo right, it ain't gonna taste like who I be's. And it still ain't gonna be enough to be me. It's just, it's still just characters. But I say that to say, in terms of relatability. But back to my bigger point, I was talking about how we see how I go on tangents. Boy, I'm the king of tangents. I was talking about Deion Cole. Then I gave a shout out because I was talking about, he did a joke about Tyrese, and that brought me into Baby Boy and all that. But anyway, he did a joke where he was making fun of how Tyrese go live and be sounding so damn depressed and talking about all this crazy stuff. He'd be like, I just want to tell y'all. He got that deep voice. Look here, I just want to talk to y'all, okay? I got a lot on my mind. And so Deion did this joke about that. Holy shit. And he started the damn Tyrese challenge. So he asked other people to try and do it. So I did one for fun one day in traffic. And he reposted all the best ones. I got reposted on Deion Cole's page. I've never gotten that many likes on something on social media yet. I forget where I need to go back and look at how many it got to this day, because I think when I left off, it was double digits thousands. It was like tens of thousands or something had seen it. Hilarious. But what's funny, I learned too about that. Here I go again, talking about how social media really work. For all the people who looked at that, I may have got like 1 or 2 new followers. Like, people see, he gave credit. He gave my actual name and my app, my link to my page, all that. Didn't matter. People just get the joke right there and leave it right there. They liked it. Everybody liked it. A lot of women was loving it and talking about how it was cute how I did it and funny. And everybody was shouting me out. Everybody. All over the world. People was just saying, yo, that's dope. That was funny. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, but did you go? I might have more funny stuff. I mean, I'm not a comedian, but I have a comedian side to my acting chops and what I do. And go look at my page. You might see my visual art. You might see something else I did, a monologue for a show. People don't do that. It's sad. It's pathetic, actually. But that's how it really works. It be all over the place, y'all. You can't bet on that. You can't bet on the numbers. Like I always say, numbers ain't shit. I learned now. I used to think the numbers meant something. They mean a little something. They mean a little something if you want to get sponsorship of something of some sort. You'll start getting a whole bunch of trash mail like I do from companies trying, we see that you have ONYXCON and we love your page. You don't love it. You didn't even look at it. You're a damn bot. You go look at that thing, it be something that don't have nothing to do with what we buy. I'm like, and that's hard to be because we cover a lot of stuff. And they trying to get you to come on board with them, and man, get out of my face. I am not dealing with you bots. Hell no. Because that's usually what it be, about the damn scammers. But anyway, but Deion Cole made that joke and that was funny as hell. So yeah. But he made another joke. He was talking about women. This is where it all started. I know y'all like, wow, how did we get all into... Hey, it was fun, wasn't it? Keep riding the wave. Let's go. He said, women be talking about, what they not gonna do and all this about, you know, when they get out here dating and stuff and who they not gonna have sex with and not, you know, he's like, you know, in so many words, he's kind of like, you know, like, I understand that women got to protect themselves. Don't just be dealing with anybody. He said, but you can't just be turned down everything. Like, somebody out here might be, some of these guys y'all turn around, in so many words, he was saying, you know, you're turning down the one you gonna wish you had gave a chance. Like, you always talking about no, and I don't, no, and all this sidestepping. He said, you gonna get, he said, all right, you gonna get so old, you can't throw that to nobody. Woo! Oh shit! He's like, somebody you be throwing that, be like, oh. Dude's gonna be getting the hell out the way, like, no, I don't want none of that. And that's real. Like, you can get that, you will get that old, and you can get that old early, especially the way these folk living now, all this drinking and smoking hard and stuff, man. I done seen a lot of people that I thought would have looked a lot different when they got older, but that life, that stuff they done been through, it eats at you, it works on you. Put them wrinkles where they deeper creases than they supposed to be. You 10 more years due for them crinkles, but you got the etched in. Not just this one, the smile line. You got not just this one that fade when I get relaxed again. You got the doom. Like, you know, you got shark gills and woo. You know, you got shark gills. Got Yoruba scarification. Ooh, went deep on that. That's gonna make you entertain yourself today. You're gonna have to go look up what I mean. That was a bar. That was a bar right there. That was a bar. My Afrocentrics and my Nigerians, y'all understood that one. Y'all was like, oh, what is he talking about? He said Yoruba scarification. I know things. I'm saying you can age yourself too hard, you know? You ain't there yet. What you doing? But it's how you living, man. It's how you let life in and how you deal with it once it's in, because it's gonna come whether you want it. Every day, every minute, the clock is ticking. But yeah, he said, you know, you can't, women, y'all gotta like live, like live. When people say live a little, that's real, man. I'm big on don't let the devil in your house, okay? Don't just open yourself up to fools. But as I was about to make the joke about women going on girls trips and stuff, the first thing they want to do is get sloppy drunk and do who knows what with who knows who. Because we all know they all go to talking that, yay, what happens on vacation stays on vacation. Yeah, But there's a lot of bones in the closet sometimes for some of these folk. And I mean bones. Damn. It's critical out here. It's critical. You know, we done seen them videos from Jamaica. All these single girl trip women going down there. No, they got men at home. They getting rubbed up with the clay on the... I'm talking about getting dead. 2 steps away from a finger slipping into somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like really crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? You somebody's wife? You trying to have the doors locked when you get home, putting this shit up on social media. You crazy? And you trying to die. Like, why would you do that to your people? Like, why would you disrespect your relationship like that? Like, but then maybe he doing her wrong, so I'll get you right. I'm gonna go down here with my girls and show out. And then you got the ones who are legit single. Okay, like I said, that's the main ones I was talking about. They'll go down there or wherever. It ain't just Jamaica. They do all kind of places and get so sloppy drunk they do all kind of mess. But then it's like, why would you? And then be regretting it, be feeling dirty and all that. It's like, why did you go mess with the dude you barely knew on vacation? You did not vet. You did not pregame. You could have pregame. You could have talked up a dude. That's how men do it. That's how real guys like me do it. Try to meet somebody before you get there so you ain't dealing with a complete stranger. Or have enough days and dedicate those days to getting to know somebody so that you ain't around there messing with a complete freaking stranger and then be mad at the results if anything goes wrong with that. Because I'm going to tell you, even when you do pregame, it can still be some bullshit. Because people be peopling. They be having their luggage, boy. I tell you, speaking from experience. See how I put that? I said experience. It's real, man. It's real. It's real. But, you know, even Deion Cole, back to his jokes, and he said, you know, he made a joke about the actress, I forget her name, but somebody he'd been on set with, and he said something funky to her one time, being smart mouth and young, and she said, "I'm not going to let you insult me, nor my 30 remaining summers," or whatever, and she went into a spin and floated away. It was his joke. You had to see him do it. I can't even give it justice, but he was making the joke, and if you know who the actress is, it made it even funnier. But he was making a joke that she knew she, at her age, in her 70s or whatever it is, she only got but so many summers more than likely before she's gonna transition, because it's just an average expectation, a life expectation. It's like, okay, I might make 80 this or 90 that, or that'd be it more than likely. I don't know if I'll make 100. If I do, oh my gosh, why? So she's like, you're not gonna insult my whatever I got left of summer, because summer be that time we all be looking forward to finally take that vacation or whatever it is we wanted to do. Take the time off and enjoy life, not just be working, right? And ironically, when I even look at my own situation for the past few years, I want to switch it up. Just don't have the money yet to do it like that. But I want to take more trips any time of year, but it tends to always fall in the summer. Last 3 years in a row, it's been July trips, which might more than likely change this year. I think it's going to have to, because of budget. I'll still be saving come summer. Maybe I'll take a road trip or two here and there, but sheesh, it's critical, boy. It's serious out here. The cost of eggs and all this other nonsense going on, it's crazy, man. It don't make no damn sense. But if you just think about the fact that what he's saying, and he said, you gotta live so that you don't mess your, he asked the crowd, he said, how old are you? He was just pointing people in the crowd. Person would be like, I'm 30. He's like, okay. You got about 50 summers left. Translation, if you make it to 80, you did good, and you might be able to enjoy. And really, he cut the number even shorter, because he'd be like, you get to a certain age, you don't want to travel as much because you're too old and it's painful and whatever might be going on. It's not as comfortable to travel. So he really cut the number even shorter. It's like, yo, when you put it in that perspective and get real with yourself, how many summers you got left? Shit. That's why I'm so how I am nowadays. I always say, y'all, I'm almost as old as hip hop. Hip hop just celebrated 50. I said almost as old as hip hop. So I'm not wasting no time. I'm not dealing with no woman that ain't gonna satisfy me and make me happy. I'm not dealing with no jobs that's not gonna satisfy me and make me happy. I'm not gonna deal with no conditions that ain't gonna satisfy me. It's not gonna be tolerated, because there's too many things left unpredictable about this life. I gotta make sure the rest of this journey is majority satisfactory. There ain't gonna be challenges, there ain't gonna be circumstances, whatever, goddamn. I know one thing, most of the rest of this better be all peachy keen. Period. It's got to be. And that's how I work. That's how I deal. That's how I move. So back to why this new concept of a page for ONYXCON means so much. It's a celebration of one of the most important factors of my grown man heterosexual life. I love women, and I face the fact of it and don't deny it. I ain't in no damn war or no sexes. I know that there's one been going on, but I ain't getting caught up in that mess. I pay attention to the problems. I acknowledge the issues, but I ain't walking out the door looking for, all right, where's the war at? No, I don't want war, baby. I want nothing but peace. I want to love you. Sing it like Keith Sweat. What do you say? I want to love you to the very last drop. I want you to feel me, baby. Yeah. That may not be the lyric, but I want you to tell me when to stop. Who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can love you like me? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, baby. That's what time it is. And Valentine's right around the corner too. I'm trying to go have me a honey on my arm and I step up in this theater. I done put out some feelers today. I went fishing, y'all. I started dropping the bait in the water. I'm chumming the water. I say, hey, here, ladies, here, where y'all at? Casting out. I'm hitting all the spots where I know they be hanging, trying to say, look, hey, let's go see the movie. Let's let the movie turn into the weekend. When everybody else seeing it for the first time, we reminiscing over some dinner or some things, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm trying to live it up this weekend, for real. I'm tired of, I've been going too long, nothing but damn working. Nothing but damn working, man. Enough is enough. It's time to be living, period. If you appreciate that kind of energy, hit that subscribe button. Send a donation if you can. At ONYXCON on Venmo. Cash sign, ONYXCON, Cash App. We'll take it all. $5 to 50, okay? You heard what I said? You saw how I did that? To 50, Come on. Send it. Let's go. It's ONYXCON, baby. Ain't nobody gonna do you like me. Ain't that right, ladies? Ain't nobody gonna do you, baby. Nobody but ONYXCON.